Shalom, shalom, all praise, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kadash, and Abohana to the elder, and the apostles of the Timison who do well, and peace, blessing, and salutation to Yoak, Yamua, pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, and be on the forefront of this spiritual war, and to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise, here on yes again, as in the days of old. So we have a situation we see a WFI or watchmen for Israel in which they were insinuating that over here in Great Miston you were mad, and when I was listening to that video, in which I didn't watch the whole video, man, but there was a part in which he was saying, and he repeated it like several times, man. And he was saying that Paul too much study have made thee mad. You see, and I thought like that scripture was not supposed to be used there. That is a long use of a scripture. That scripture was not supposed to be there because Paul, it was contrary. You see, Festus was accusing Paul for being mad for what he was doing, for standing to defend the gospel. You see, so WFI was kind of taking Festus' side, in which that's wicked, man, because Festus was obviously an Edomite, if I'm not mistaken. And as a brother from Baltimore, if I understood his video, he went into that history. You can watch the video from Asian DMV. I think that's the elder brother, very known among Great Miston. So if we were hell bent to make somebody lose face, you will go beyond the logic, man. This scripture was beyond the logic. Let us read it. This is Act 26. Let me see. Let us get this, man, because let us start at Act 25, which say, now when Festus was come into the province after 3 days, he ascended from Caesar to Jerusalem, from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the high priest and the chief of the Jews informed him against Paul, and besought him, and desired favor against him, that he would send for him to Jerusalem, laying wait in the way to kill him. But Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea, and that he himself would depart shortly hither. Let them therefore said he, which among you are able, go down with me and accuse this man, if there be any wickedness in him. And when he has tarried among them more than 10 days, he went down unto Caesarea, and the next day, sitting on the judgment seat, commanded Paul to be brought. So this was an accusation from the high priest to Paul. Actually, this is a wicked high priest, man. And Paul, when you read here, he defended the gospel. You see, verse 26. When Festus, he wasn't able to judge this case. So Paul was brought to Agrippa. You see, it read, then Agrippa said unto Paul, thou art permitted to speak for thyself. Then Paul stretched forth his hand and answered for himself. I think myself, help King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee, touching all the things wherefore I am accused of the Jews. So you see, this was clearly an accusation, man. Let me see. Let us jump to verse 23. It says that Hamashiach should suffer, and that he should be the first that should rise from the dead. So he was going to resurrection, man. Yeah, and should show right unto the people and unto the Gentiles. That's what these chief priests were against, man. They were against the gospel of Yahushua, man. You see, and specifically the office of Paul, in which he was set up to be an apostle to the Gentiles. You see, and as he thus spake for himself, Festus said with a loud voice, man. So this was a scoffer. Paul, thou art beside thyself much learning does make thee mad. See, it just depends what much learning you are doing. If you are doing much learning in righteousness, you ain't gonna get mad. You see, if you are doing, you are putting in work. I know the last brothers who are studious, and that is the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yashai. If you are studious and you are doing it in the right way, you are doing it in the right way. I mean, you are going to history, the correct history, not damn demonology, the history of demonology, or things like that. You are going to history, you are going to the scripture. You are not going to these other books like the book of Enoch and whatever. That's good. You are studious. That's a lot. You have brothers who are studious. That's a lot. You see? It just depends how the Spirit is dealing with you. You see? So Paul was not mad. Paul was collecting in this case. Like how DMS we are collecting on your doctrine, man. And we are waiting for Wi-Fi to tell us how will you buy and sell with sin. Because there was one brother, I think he is a follower of Wi-Fi. He came on GMS comment board and he said, I think he came on the elder brother Karatazar from Baltimore. He commented there, if I have pronouncing the name correctly. He came there and said, there are, I think, certain state in America where you have sin tax. And I answered, I said, the Bible was not written only about America. It was not only about America, although the focal point is America, but around the world, there are certain places where there is no sin tax. I haven't heard it. So we are waiting for them to tell us how can you buy and sell with sin. So Christianity on embargo. You have Russia right now. They are going around all the embargo, man. There is a statement they use. They are sanction proof. Sanction cannot affect the Russian people, embargo, whatever, man. You see? So the motive was not an embargo philosophy. How can you buy and say you see philosophy, man? You see what kind of philosophy? Because you have a lot of philosophy, man. I see. So this is shalom, man. I hope you brothers were edified on to the next.